develop chronic illness, by which I mean autoimmune diseases like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, scleroderma, systemic lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic eczema, chronic psoriasis, chronic migraines, malignancy, Crohn's disease, inflammatory conditions of the gut as well, like ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, endometriosis, or cancers of most kinds. What were the characteristics that I noticed? Number one, an automatic and compulsive concern for the emotional needs of others while ignoring your own. So typically, a woman, and I can mention, she's diagnosed with breast cancer, and her first thought is, how will I support my husband through this anxious news? She's the one that's going to have radiation, chemotherapy, and so on. How will I support my husband? This is a newspaper article written by the same woman. I'm quoting her. So the first characteristic is this compulsive concern for the emotional needs of others. The second one is a rigid and compulsive identification with duty, role, and responsibility rather than, or as opposed to, while ignoring the needs of the self. Now, identity means that I identify, so that identify comes from the Latin word idem, which is the same, and facere, to make. So I make myself the same as my work. I don't know who I am if I'm not working. So I don't exist as a separate self. That's the second characteristic, this compulsive identification with duty, role, and responsibility. The third one is repression of healthy anger. There's the expression that the good die young. They do, because these very, very nice people are repressing their healthy anger. And everybody loves them. And when they die at age 45 of cancer or 50, everybody comes to their funeral and say how nice they were. It's because they repressed their healthy anger. And the fourth characteristic is the belief that you're responsible for what other people feel, coupled with the belief that you must never disappoint anybody. So those are the four characteristics.